Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today I said in my most recent video that we were going to have a figure review today. I just took it out of the box. I had to come over to this house because it was shipped here instead for some reason. So it was at my brother's house. I'm now in the car. My mom and everyone's in the house chilling. So I figured I'd do the review now. But once I get home, we are doing 2 more reviews in one video. Well, a couple of reviews in one video. Where we are going to be unboxing the Chase Cody Rhodes in the suit, and we will be opening up the GameStop exclusive Elite, and I think this will be really fun. But today I want to give a big thanks to Ringside for sending this out early, or at least earlier than what it normally then does ship out. So let's get into it. As you've probably seen by the thumbnail by now, we have the Ultimate Edition Seth Rollins. Now, if you know me, you know I am like the biggest Seth Rollins fan. So I'm really excited to get into this opening. So we're gonna unbox this and let's get into it. What happened to his hand? Just to prove really quickly, this is still closed. Why does it look like it's open though? Oh no, there's 2 layers. What the hell? Well, it was shipped by FedEx, so that could explain it, but here we go. So right here we have the closed-fisted punching hands. Then we have the crowd singing / dancing / Randy Orton hands, which are a great add-on into this figure. I'm really glad that they added something like this. I was hoping they would add a new sculpt or new hands without thinking of the Randy Orton, and for Ringside to add something like this, I think it's just a really cool little detail. Then right here we have the what I like to call Messiah / slap / ricochet posing hands. You could do a whole bunch of things with these hands. You could just have a resting, standing kind of pose. And then obviously it comes with the mic holding hands. And let's get into the heads. So we have the Screaming head scan here, which I'm in love with. As you guys should know, I'm a big fan of the newest Rollins Elite. With the Screaming head sculpt, I think it's one of their best head scans. So having this in long hair form is really great. And I'm thinking with these heads, I just might paint the blonde, but we will see about that. I'm really excited to get this figure in my hands, and again, this head sculpt is amazing. Now, from a couple other reviews that are out, because again, this was shipped out a bit earlier, this has been being called the Gritting Teeth Rollins head. I like to call this the curb stomp / kind of like smiling head scan, like that evil, sadistic kind of smile, as you can see right there. But again, really cool head scan. And before we get into the figure, we're gonna open up this robe. Everyone keeps saying how soft it is, so let's see. Oh my god. Alright, they were right. This is very, very soft. Oh my. There's not really too much I can say about it. I mean, it's a drip jacket, a drip robe. It's got the cool, amazing fur. I'm so glad that they didn't put this in like a really weird rubber jacket type thing with like the mold and paint it. It would have just been stupid. There was only one way to do this. This is it. This has the little ties to the robe, so you could tie it up across the back or around and then in the back. And now it's time to get into the best part, and that's the figure itself. So let's get into it. And we also have this straight face, kind of just resting, like the hands resting face here, just for that resting pose, calm, normal, straight face. Everyone said it looks kind of bad. I think it actually looks really good. I think the sculpting on the beard, the fade into it all looks pretty good, pretty cool. And so yeah, we got the butterfly joints, which are not loose, they're nice and smooth here. Then we have the midsection rotation, which is a great rotation. I will give them that. I know that the normally they're really you can't really move them around a lot, and this Rollins, yeah, you can definitely get a lot of good posability in there. It's like if you pull it up, you get like an 8-pack there. I don't know what that's all about. But another thing is I love that they have the the chest hair and the stomach, because in the previous photos that we first ever got, there wasn't chest hair. So I was really hoping that they would add that, and it's great that they did. You also got obviously the double jointed elbows, or double jointed arms, whatever you like to call them. So you can get that full articulation with the elbows and the butterfly joints. And obviously these arms do pop out if you just put some pressure on pulling them out or whatever. This head is also removable with the others. You have some nice Rollins designing here on the pants. Sculpted belt, which looks great. Glad that they sculpted it. Hope to see that on more figures later on in the future. You obviously got the drop down legs for some better articulation for like a curb stomp or whatever. These normally sometimes get loose, but you obviously just push them back in, stuff like that. But I don't think mine doesn't really feel too loose or anything. Again, love the designs on the pants. Big fan of this gear, and I really want to put the blonde on even at least one of these head sculpts. Maybe this one or something. I don't know. You got some sculpting with the kick pads itself, not on the actual designing though. You have the ankle pivot. You can move that around. It's a lot more movable. I'm just kind of doing it with one hand, so it's kind of difficult. So you got the ankle pivot, toe pivot, which is nice there. The kick pads do rotate, as you can see right there. And obviously, overall, just a great figure. I said it in the beginning when I first ever seen this. I really thought this was going to be my favorite Ultimate Edition. And honestly, it's going to go up there with the AJ Styles and Brock Lesnar Ultimates, which were also some other my favorites. But honestly, if I'm being quite honest, I think this actually beats the AJ Styles. I mean, when it comes down to the sculpting, to the details, and everything. I'm overall going to give this figure a 9.5 out of 10. I feel like the other percentage would be if he had the blonde hair, but he doesn't, but figure.